Jai Hind, myself Dr. Amita Asthana from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So, in today's lecture, we will discuss the very important topic which always comes in your examination, main examination, that is Karnaugh map. And the Karnaugh map is basically an algorithm to solve the heavy or complex Boolean expressions. So if we want to make the expression in a simple form, so this algorithm is basically very useful. So Karnaugh map is also known as K-map. The K-map was introduced by Maurice Karnaugh in the year 1953. K-map's main purpose is to simplify Boolean algebraic expression. So if it is a lengthy Boolean expression, using the K-map, we can always solve the expressions. And I will be telling you a very simple method to solve the K-map problems. So here we go. First of all, I will introduce you with the product of sum and sum of product, and then we will discuss all the rules and how we are going to solve 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable K-maps, because we can solve 5 variables and 6 variable K-maps also, that we will discuss in the later, but the basic concept you must be knowing for solving the K-map problems. So here we start with the product of sum and sum of product form of the Boolean expression. So we will start from the very basic so that you people can understand, and please try to follow only one method for solving the Boolean expression. Don't go for solving so many methods. So here whatever method I will tell you, that is the simplest, and you would be able to solve all the complex problem from the K-map. So here we start from the product of sum and sum of product. Product of sum, pause, and sum of product. I consider it to be known to you, so that first year students always know all these expressions. Still we will take one example. So product of sum, let's say a function f of 3 variable is written like this. So this is product of sum form. Okay, this is product of sum form, and I can take any 4 variable function. Let's say there are 4 variables f, a, b, c, d, and I am writing one sum of product. So here this is the SOP, sum of product form and product of sum form. So this is product of sum, and this is sum of products. So whenever a K-map problem is given to you, you need to see and check whether the problem is from SOP or whether the problem is from POS. So you need to check the first thing, right? Then you start applying the method. Okay, now coming to the SOP. So we will start from the 2 variable K-map. Okay, so we take one function f. It is having 2 variables, right? Okay, and we want to make the graph of 2 variable K-map. So for SOP, for SOP and I will make for POS. Okay. So SOP and POS. Okay. Both graphs I will make. You can draw with me this graph. Okay. Since there are two variables, so 2 raised to the power 2, there will be 4 cells. Okay. Similarly, we will write like this. Now, I have made one SOP K-map. Now, I would like to put my variables on this K-map, right? What I follow is, I put my first variable down the line at the corner. That means I will see this is important. No, this is important. I will place my first variable here A and then I will be putting my second variable B up the line. Okay, now I will number all these. Okay, number in the sense I will count 0 and I will count horizontally 2 and 3 like this. If I put my first variable down the line, then I will be counting horizontally. This is the key point you have to remember. Whenever you are making the K-map, you have to remember this particular point. If I am putting my first variable down the line, then you have to go horizontal in the counting, right? This would be A bar, first row would be A bar and second row would belong for A. Similarly, here it will belong B bar and this will be right. In a similar manner, I will be drawing for the POS. Again, if the product of sum is given, I will be making this K-map. This is A, this would be A bar, this is B and this would be B bar. So, there is a difference in the SOP K-map and POS K-map of the two variable. Now, this K-map is done for this particular, SOP and POS for two variables. Now, I will draw for now 3 variables. Again for, this is 3 variable. Number of cells will be 2 raised to the power 3, 8 cells. First of all, you understand how to draw the K-map. So, we have to make 8 cells for SOP and for POS. Now, I will put my first variable down the line and 2 variables up the line. In the similar manner, I will be doing here first variable down the line and rest 2 variables up the line. This is important. If I am following this particular concept, then I will count horizontally. 1. Now, in the K-map follows the K-map follows the gray code. So, whenever you are counting, you will first fill up this last column and then you will be coming to the second last. So, 0, 1, 2, 3. Similarly, 3, 4, 5, last and then second last. I am counting horizontally. Here. Similarly, for the POS, what I will do? I will count in the similar manner 0, 1, 2, 3 4, 5, 6 and 7, like this. Okay. So the counting of second last will be done later. We will put less value. First we will go to the last column and then we will come to the second last. So here now I have to keep my variables A bar and A, this row for A bar, this row for A. Similarly here, this column is for B bar, C bar, this column is for B bar, C, and this is B, C bar, and this is B, C. Okay. Whatever I am writing here, I will apply De Morgan's to my pause. I will apply De Morgan's to my pause, and here I will write, see here, this is for A, this row belongs to A and this row belongs to A bar, okay. De Morgan of A is A bar, De Morgan of A bar is A, De Morgan of B bar, C bar is B plus C. And here it is B plus C bar. Because it is a pause, that's why I am writing in this way. And here it is. So in this way, now you can see the difference of SOP and pause. Difference of SOP and pause. So this structure is for sum of product and this structure is for pause. Now, next I will draw for 4 variable SOP and 4 variable pause, K maps. So you can draw with me and then we will see how to solve it. Now I am taking 4 variables right now. So 2 raised to the power 4 is equal to 16. I will draw for SOP and then I will be drawing for POS. Okay. So since we have to take 16 cells, so my K map will change. Instead of 4 and 16, 4 and 8, I will be taking 16 cells here. Okay. For pause, now I will write first 2 variables down the line and then second 2 variables up the line. Similarly, I will do here also A, B, C, D. C. Now counting would be again horizontal, but keeping in mind that I have to count last column earlier than the second last. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Second last later on. The last earlier than the second last. Similarly here 0, 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15. Okay. You have to keep the counting or counts in the upper corner and in a very small letters. Not you fill the box with 13. Don't do that. Now here, now I will write the A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, okay. Here also I will write the De Morgan of okay. So we have learned how to draw the 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable K maps for SOP and for POS. So whenever there is a problem of SOP, you have to fill this K map by 1. Okay. Fill this in the case of POS by 0 entries. Fill this by 1. Fill this by 0. For SOP problem, fill this K map by ones. Fill this by 0. Okay. So this is how you have to remember the K maps, 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable K maps. Now going to the next step. Whenever you will be given problem like this, f of ABCD is summation of m. Okay. 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 So these are called as min terms. And learn that this 0, 1, 3, 7 are min terms and 2, 9 and 10 are don't care conditions. Maybe you are given a problem where there is no don't care condition. So this term will not be there. Okay, only this summation m, this will give you the hint the problem is for SOP, right? The problem is for SOP. Now, if the problem is written like this, okay, so these are the max terms and these are the don't care condition. So these don't care conditions are not necessary to be given in the problem. If it is not given, then this term would not be there. Okay, this term would not be there in your problem. And now this is clearly indicative if it is written by m. That means it is indicated that the problem is from POS, product of sum. The problem is from POS, right? So first of all, you have to identify the problem, whether it is given in the sum of product form or it is given in the product of sum form. Sum of product you have to identify or product of sum you have to identify. Now coming to the filling of these. Let's say if I take the problem this f a b c d summation m 0 1 3 7 11. So this is my 4 variable SOP, and I will fill it by using one. I should use another color. 0 1 3 7 11. 0 1 3 7 11. Okay, I have filled these min terms using 1. Now I have few don't care condition 2, 2, 9, 10. 2, 9 and 10. Okay. So I have filled my K map according to the problem. Okay. Now next part of the algorithm is how we will be solving this particular problem. So we will be solving like we have to go for the pairs, the quads and the octets and the double octets for 4 variables K map. And if there is double octet, you won't be making the octet, and if there is any octet, you will not go for the quads, and if there is a quad, then you will not go for the pair. That means the double octet is on the highest priority, then the octet, and then quad, and after that your pairs. So and then single term will be remaining if there is no pair, no quad and no octet is going to be made on the K map, right? So here we go. Here one we can see this, this as 1. One quad can be made to cover all the ones, right? Now to cover this one, there is no quad, but one pair can be made, and one more quad can be made. 11, 10, 2, 3, like this. Okay. So we have in this problem 2 quads and 1 pair, right? This cross, if it is left, this is a don't care condition. If it is left, then leave it, right? Similarly, I will fill here. Now the problem is same 0, 1, 3, 7, 11. Now this is a pause problem. So I will fill it by using zeros. And the cross I will be filling in the same manner. Again, I will decide my quad and pairs in the same manner. There is one, octet, one more octet to cover the 0, and one pair. Now, final step is to write the expression. I am doing the SOP and the pause problem simultaneously, clearing the difference between the two. So here now I will write the expression for this particular problem. So I will be writing f of ABCD. So this is the row for A bar, B bar. All the variables are changing. So I will write it as A bar, B bar. For the one quad, second quad is common. You can check for these two columns. C is common, D is changing, and here A bar, A is changing, B bar is common. So I have C, B bar. Now coming to the pair, for this pair we have A bar common and CD common. So I have written the expression for the SOP. Now similarly here I will be writing the expression F, A, B, C and D. Okay. Again for this, A plus B is common, so I will be writing A plus B into this. Here C bar is common and 1 B is common. C bar plus B. For this pair, I can see C bar plus D bar and A is common. So I have solved the problem for both SOP and POS. This is the simple method you can use. First of all, you have to keep the variable posting very importantly down the line or up the line, and if you are putting first two variables, one variable or whatever, so you have to put it down the line, then you will count horizontally, and then you can solve the problem by identifying whether it's a problem for SOP and POS. Take care. Jai Hind.